Hi everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. Today, as mentioned in my vlog, we're going to be looking at a Raspberry Pi media center for the kids. They can have a bit of fun on there, learn to use computers and whatnot. There's some programs and stuff and whatnot. So we're going to be using a Raspberry Pi, and we got it here. And so it is the model. It's 3B version 1.2. So it's not the most powerful one out there, but it's good enough. So let's have a look at the features of the Raspberry Pi. We've got a full size HDMI port there. We've got a power, which is a what's it called? Micro USB. That's the one. So not USB C, like the future models. And then we have the audio cable, so audio in. I believe it can maybe do microphone out as well, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't know if it says on the board. I don't think it does microphone out, so I think it is only audio. But because we're using the HDMI, we'll be using that for our audio anyway. Then on the other side here, we've got four USBs. They are USB 2.0, but that's plenty fast for a keyboard and mouse. If you want to drive another hub on it or something like that, USB hub. And then we've got that side, an Ethernet port, which I believe is just your standard. What is it? What's standard? 1 gig, 1 gig Ethernet port. I think so. Then apart from that, we have our. Which way round is this? I always forget what it is. You've got a graphics chip and a CPU chip, or maybe the CPU's on the back. There's three different chips here, so I'm a little unsure. There's a big one, there's a little one, and then there's another little one here. So there's a GPU, there's CPU, there's some wireless chips, but you see the quality of these boards, that they're really nicely soldered. Everything's on there nicely. You can throw this thing around. It's credit card size. I don't know if I've got a card to hand, and I can sort of show you what the size is in comparison to that. Let's not use that one, otherwise you'll have all my bank information. Go on, where we got one? Where we got one? Here we go. You can have my gym card. All right. So you got that, and you got that for comparison. So it is basically exactly the same size. Slightly bigger, but not by much at all. So that's whoa, camera. Go on, focus now. There we go. So that is really handy and small, and you can do so much with it. You've got a breadboard here, so you can link in hardware of your own desire. Sort of run softwares and whatnot off of it. Some other features that it's got is it's got um, two little nubs here. They're for holding ribbon cables. So you just lift them up, put your cable in on the inside, and then you close it down again. And you've got one for display output, but you have to use a certain type of ribbon cable. I was trying recently to get an Android screen off one that doesn't work, and put it in there, but it doesn't work because there are different types of screens to the ones that the Raspberry Pi needs. It is best to use the official Raspberry Pi stuff. And then the other one there is for the camera. There's a Raspberry Pi camera, and apparently you can connect other normal cameras to it. But the official Raspberry Pi camera gives you a lot more functionality and advanced options and everything. So that's pretty much it for the board. Oh yeah, and you've got the handy dandy SD card reader here. So you don't have to have a hard drive, you can just use a micro SD, this is. So that's sort of the, if you're thinking about SIM cards, you have your SIM card, micro, and then nano SIM card. So the micro is the middle size. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I've made a sort of very, very simple mini case out of wood. So that's just gonna, the Raspberry Pi is just gonna fit in there. Let me stick this on here. Alright, there you go. So the Raspberry Pi is gonna sit in there, and I'll be able to do a little bit of duct tape however I want. The Raspberry Pi will be slightly lifted off, so there's a little bit of room in there as well. That helps with cooling, because these things do get a little bit toasty sometimes, depending on what you're doing, of course. So, without further ado, I think I'm going to put that into the case, and then we'll be back. Okay, everyone. So we have now assembled our Raspberry Pi in here, looking lovely, upside down but lovely. And what you're going to need is, it is best to use the official Raspberry Pi charger. However, I am going to be using a Samsung quick charge, fast charging charger. And this is okay, because I don't know if you guys can see. Let's see if I can get that to focus. It's up here somewhere. But it says that it does 9 volts or 5 volts with 2 amp output. So that works exactly with what the Raspberry Pi charger does. So what we're going to do is we'll be plugging this in first. Then we'll be plugging our HDMI cable in and into the TV as well. And then we have a wired keyboard and mouse. You can use wireless right off the bat, as far as I'm aware. So I would use that, but I don't have wireless keyboard and mouse. So we're going to be using wired for this exercise here. So let's switch over and we'll get this plugged in. Alright, so we've got everything plugged in. We've got a power cable. We've got our HDMI, which is plugged into the TV. Oh, sorry about bad lighting. And then we've got our wired keyboard and wired mouse. So I did actually choose to connect it here for the ease of turning on. So we'll turn that on now. And you can see there's a red indicator light on the side. So that says it's getting power. So I think I'm on the wrong source here. Let's have a look. There we go, HDMI 2. And here we go, we've got it booting up. Excellent. Now, your SD card, what you're going to want to do is you're going to be wanting to go to raspberrypi.com. And on there, oh my god, I should have cleared that paper. It's all the kids and their sweets, you know. You know how it is. All right, so it has started up. Yeah, you're going to be wanting to go to raspberrypi.com, and there's a software section in there. In that software section, you can download the image for the SD card. So, yeah, all you do is you put your SD card in your computer or card reader or whatever you got, and you unzip the file and you transfer it over. But bear in mind the SD card must be formatted first. So that's just a clean card. You can't have anything else on there. And then all you do, you put that in your Raspberry Pi and you start it up. So you got that here, and on the top left, you got all your bits and bobs here. All your preferences. This does have wireless, which is over on that side. So you can turn off Wi-Fi and you can connect to different Wi-Fi networks. So from there, unless it's a major build update, you can just update Raspberry Pi from here. There is a setting somewhere. I'm a little unsure where it is. But if we go to where we got games, we can go over to Minecraft Pi, for example. And you see here, we got here, we can start the game. Let's check and see if we've got any sound. We should have sound. But that's one of the things, you've got to troubleshoot a bit. Let's create a new world. So I don't think there's any full screen or anything, but there might be. But as you can see, it's sort of what Pocket Minecraft used to be when it released. So move around, jump out, and you've got your, it's in creative mode. So that's all good. You can dig your blocks, build your houses. It's a perfect learning tool for kids or anything like that. And then you can just quit title, and I believe it's a little bit hard to close things sometimes, but we can close it up top, like right click in the tab that was there. A few other things, all the accessories. So you've got SD card, copier, task manager, text editor. You got a few different games there, a lot of free stuff. I believe the Steam link I have copied over myself, or I've installed myself. So we can try that, and I know it does start up, even though it can't download the update. I don't have Wi-Fi on at the moment. So what this does is this is proper Steam link. And there's no controller detected, that's fine. And I'm logged into Steam. But you can use it as a Steam machine. So that's really cool. You have to have your computer on downstairs or whatever, or wherever else you have it in your house. But if you want to play on TV, it works really well. So escape out of that was good, that closes it. And we'll just check out a few of the other things here, see what we got. Up top where the mouse is, you got the internet. You got some programming stuff. You got Scratch, and you got Sense Hat, which I think is a lot of the camera stuff. Mathematica, Python, stuff like that. Education Smart Sim, not sure what that is. You've got all LibreOffice, so you've got Draw, Calculator, Impress, Math, Writer, so you can do all your Word documents and whatnot. Chromium web browser is what it uses, and there is a mail included, but you know, everyone just uses Gmail nowadays anyway. VLC player is included, so that's excellent. That'll play all your videos and media and everything else you need, sounds. Graphics, you got an image viewer. And there is also, where is it? Here, add remove software, audio devices, and the Pi configuration recommended software. So that will give you a few things. You can shut it down via here, which is probably the best thing to do, and then unplug it, because you have to turn it on again manually via turning on a plug or anything like that. So I hope that's been informative. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sticking that onto the back of the TV. And yeah, that's going to be good stuff. They'll be able to use that. I'm going to get a cheap wireless keyboard and mouse, and they'll be able to watch Netflix on it, watch that through the browser, and, you know, play a bit of Minecraft, build some things, whatever games they find on there, practice typing. So that's fun. That's fun to them. It's fun for me as well. I can't touch type. But, so yeah, that's the Raspberry Pi. If you have any questions, just ping me a comment. Just leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll get back to you. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff you can do with it. This is the simplest and most common use that people use. And I thought it'd be good for you guys to see that. I don't know if I said, for copying the image over to the SD card, there's programs. One program is called Etcher, and there's also, I think you can just copy and paste it, to be honest, as well. Use Windows formatting and whatnot. That also works. So I've done that in the past. But Etcher is a very good copier. It formats and copies file over straight away. So I recommend using that. But thanks for watching, and hope you found this informative. Join me on stream tomorrow, and we'll be playing a bit more Minecraft. So that'll be fun. Doing some more builds and whatnot. So laters all.